Udyukta Devarshi Gana Sanghata Stuya Manatma Vaibhava Stuya
Atma.
Man Atma
Atma,
Vaibhava
not Atma. Atma
Atma
Vaibhava.
Vaibhava Bhanda Suravadho Dyukta Shakti Sena Samanvita
Here it is Sena. Shakti
Sena
Sena.
Na Samanvita. Okay. Sampatkari Samarudha Sindhura Vraja Sevita Ashvarudha
Ashwarudha.
Ashvarudha
Dhishti
Dhishti
Tash.
Tashva Tashva
Dhishti.
Ti
Dhishti.
Tashva.
Correct. Dhishti Tashva.
Okay.
Ashwarudha
Dhishti Tashva
correct.
Ashvarudha Tashva Koti Koti Biravruta Chakraraja Ratharuda Sarvayuda
Sarvayudha.
Sarvayuda Parishkruta
Correct.
Geya Chakraratharuda Parisevita Kirichakraratharuda Danda Natha
Natha.
Puraskruta
Dandana.
Natha Puraskruta Jvala Malini Kakshipta.
Correct.
Jvala Malini Kakshipta. How do we say this?
Vanhi.
Vanhi.
Yes.
Vanhi
Prakara.
Prakara Madhyaga. Kirichakraratharuda Dandanatha Puraskruta Jvala Malini Kakshipta Vanhi Prakara Madhyaga.
Very good.
Bhandasaina Badhodyukta
Sainya. Bhanda Sainya.
Bhandasainya Badhodyukta Shakti Vikrama Harshita Nitya Parakrama Topa Nitya Parakrama Topa Nirikshana Samut Sukha.
Correct.
Nirikshana Samutsuka Bandaputra Badhodyukta Bala Vikramanandita
Bala Vikramanand.
Bala Vikramanandita Mantrinyamba Virachita
Virachita.
Mantrinyamba Virachita Vishanga Vada Toshita. Then that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
God, so much struggle because I had only practiced from today afternoon. Sorry, Anna.
So let us start. Devarshi Gana Sanghata Stuya Manatma Vaibhava Bhanda Suravadhodyukta Shakti Sena Samandita Devarshi Gana. So Deva Rishi, Deva, so multiple meanings here. One is the host of Devarshis. Gana is a host. So the host of Devarshis, Sanghata, they are all standing around her, praising her, Stuyamana. And of her own, she is being glorified. Atma Vaibhava. So, Devarshi Gana Sanghata Stuyamanatma Vaibhava. Now, another meaning is Deva, Rishi, Gana. Three of them. Sanghata Stuyamanatma Vaibhava. Now, what is we have to look at the esoteric meaning, the internal meaning of this. What is this Devarshi Gana? So here, what we have to see that Deva, the word Deva means that which shines. Diva, that is the root word. From the root word Diva comes the word Deva. What is it that shines? everything that we can perceive from our senses is actually shining. So therefore, when he says Devarshi Gana Sanghata, Rishi indicates knowledge, right? The intellect. Gana is intellect, is the multiple of emotions that we have. So the body, mind, and intellect, Devarshi Gana, Deva, Rishi, Gana, they have only one job to do, that is to praise her. So when we make our body, mind, and intellect single pointed focused into doing the job that it is supposed to do, which is to be looking towards her and constantly praising her. So in Bhagavad Gita also, he says that you have to be in constant bhakti of me. You have to do constant bhajan. Now, constant bhajan does not mean that you have to sit for 24 hours and do Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. What it means is that my thought process, while I'm doing all the activities, my thought process is a continuous flow, which is only flowing towards her. Now, so that is the first name. Devarshi Gana Sanghata Stuya Manatma Vaibhava. Then next is Bhandasura Vadhodyukta Shakti Sena Samanvita. Literal meaning. Bhandasura Vadhodyukta, to kill Bhandasur. Shakti Sena, the whole army of Shaktis, and she has come with that. Now, what does this mean? Bhanda, the word Bhanda means shameful. What is shameful? The fact that we are unable to overcome our limitation of body, mind, and intellect identification is one of the reasons that we should be ashamed that we are not able to overcome this. So, how do we overcome it? So therefore, she helps us through her multiple Shaktis. Another meaning is that this Bhandasura Vadhodyukta Shakti Sena Samanvita, where did all these Shaktis suddenly come from? She is one, but she has manifested herself in the multiple Shaktis. So these multiple Shaktis that she is manifesting over there. So actually in the Lalita Upakhyanam, there is a dialogue at one point of time where Bhandasur says, now you have killed everybody around me. I am the only one who is standing, and you are coming to me with these 60,000 warriors. So she said, you are seeing 60,000. There is only one. And then all these Shaktis, they just get absorbed into her. So that, therefore, Bhandasura Vadhodyukta Shakti Sena Samanvita. Then, next word. Sampatkari Samarudha Sindhura Vraja Sevita. Sampatkari is the name of one of the Shaktis. So Sampatkari has done the seva, Sevita, she has done the seva of creating a army of Sindhura Vraja. Sindhura is elephant, Vraja is the type of elephant. There are types of elephant, Khara, Briga. There are different types of elephants. Based on all those types of elephants, she has taken the Vraja elephants and she has surrounded them. Another meaning of the word Sampatkari also means she who bestows wealth. Right? So Sampatkari, and elephants are always a symbol of wealth. I mean, if you want to have a pet elephant, for example, you will need to have a lot of money, isn't it? You need to have a lot of income, as well as you need to have a lot of wealth to be able to first buy the elephant and then maintain it. So if you are surrounded by hundreds and thousands of elephants, it indicates the glory of her in terms of the material world also. Then next is Ashwarudha Dhitishtascha Koti Koti Bhiravrita. Ashwarudha. Ashwarudha means that which is climbed, which is on the Ashwa. Ashwa means the horses. So she is on horses, Ashwarudha. Now the Ashwarudha is a name of a goddess, is the name of one of the Devi's names, Ashwarudha. And she has her own, there is a mantra for her and so on and so forth. So Ashwarudha, so Ashwarudha has given her the koti, the crores of elephants, horses. Now the word koti can also mean the word koti can also mean different types. It does not necessarily mean crores. But in this context, we can say it means crores. Now, in the Shastras, we say there are 33 crores of devatas. No, that is not 33 crores of devatas. It says that is koti, right? That is koti. Koti here word means 33 different types of devatas, not 33 crores of devatas. But in this context here, Ashwarudhadhi, these Tishtastascha, Koti Bhiravrita. Here Koti means millions or whatever, crores. Ashwa in the Upanishads has been indicated to mean the senses. So what here we are seeing is that all these crores of people that is in this entire universe, all of their senses are active. Their sense organs are active. Their senses are active. Where is this activity coming from? That activity is coming through consciousness called prajna. Prajna comes from, or prajna is her. Prajna is Lalita. And hence, this, all that we see around us, the consciousness that pervades everything is nothing but Lalita. Next, Chakra Raja Ratharudha Sarva Yudha Parishkrita. Chakra Raja. Now, there are three types of Ratha that have been mentioned in this entire, in this part of the chanting. First is the Chakra Raja, second is the Chakra Raja, then it is Geya Chakra, and the third is Kiri Chakra. Three types of chakras have been, or three types of Rathas have been described. Chakra Raja, one meaning is that it is a huge chariot, which is, and Chakra Raja, then she has climbed on it, Sarva Yudha, with holding all types of the weapons, Parishkrita, she is holding all of them. So Chakra Raja Sadratharuda. Another meaning. Let us look at the word Chakra Raja. Chakra Raja means Meru. The Sri Meru or the Sri Chakra that is we use for worshipping Devi. The Chakra Raja. So she is on the top of that Chakra Raja. Now, if you look at the Meru painting or the Meru drawing, or you look at the three-dimensional Meru, she is at the top. She is at that center point, which is called the Bindu. The others are all the surrounding chakras or the surrounding circles, which are not circles, but they are surrounding peripheries. These peripheries are all in different shapes, and they have different devatas who are holding those corners, holding the lines, and so on and so forth. But she resides on the apex of it. So Chakra Raja Ratharudha. And when we look later on in the later on when we look at the Kundalini description of Devi in the Lalita Sahasranama itself, you will see that when she is being described as sitting on the Sahasrara Chakra, she is described as a particular form which has all the possible instruments in the world. So she is Sarva Yudha. So here also the another meaning is that Chakra Raja Ratharudha means she is sitting in the Sahasrara Chakra. Next comes Geya Chakra Ratharudha Mantrini Parisevita. Now, she has two ministers, right? We saw that when we were doing Lalita Upakyanam, she created two ministers, Mantrini and Dandini. Dandini, Mantrini, two Devis were created. Mantrini is another name of Shyamala Devi. Shyamala is a very powerful form of Devi herself. Shyamala and is represented as one of her ministers. And therefore, she is also called Mantrini. So here she is also being served by the Mantrini Devi, who is riding Geya Chakra. Geya Chakra. Geya, the word means in praise of. So Chakra in praise of means the chakra just below the Sahasrara. There is a not very well-known chakra. It is called the Guru Chakra. The Guru Chakra, what does the Guru give us? The Guru normally gives us a mantra. So who holds a mantra? Person who holds a mantra, what is he called? Mantri. So therefore, Mantrini means she who takes the form of the Guru to give the mantra that allows us to go to Chakra Raja. So Shyamala Devi, Mantrini Devi is the Guru form of Devi. So, Geya Chakra Ratharudha Mantrini Parisevita, Kiri Chakra Ratharudha Dandanatha Puraskrita. Kiri, the word Kiri means wild boar. So, and here we are looking as Dandanatha, which is Dandini. Dandini Devi is another name of Varahi. Varahi is her second minister. So, one we have Mantrini or Shamala, Dandini or Varahi. So, Varahi and Dandini, these are the two ministers that she has. So, now, Kiri Chakra Ratharudha Dandanatha Puraskrita, she is being served by Varahi, with who is riding Kiri Chakra. That is one meaning. The other meaning that we have to understand here is, when we are going towards this, reaching the Geya Chakra, we are going ulta. Okay, so first the Varahi comes and she removes the fear of the Dandanatha. Who is the Dandanatha? Dandanatha, the person who holds the danda, is Yama. Yama's weapon is called the Yamadanda, right? He holds a weapon which is in the form of a stick. So Yamadanda, or also it means Yamadanda means punishments. Punishments that are received from Yama. That means karma phala. So she removes the doership that we have, which means she removes the body, mind, intellect identification. Because if I don't think of me and mine, I do not identify with the body, I do not identify with the mind, I do not identify with the intellect, then there is no doership. Karta evam bhokta bhavati. Only if I have kartritva bhava can I have bhoktritva. But if I am not a karta, then there is no karma. And if there is no karma, then there is no karma phala. How does that happen? It happens by the removal of these three, and the fear of karma phala, which is what she removes. And therefore, she is Kiri Chakra Ratharudha Dandanatha Parapuraskrita. Next, Jwala Malini Kakshipta Vanhi Prakara Madhyaga. Jwala Malini is one of the Nitya Devis. Now, I told you, I think last time, that there are 15 Nitya Devis. Nitya Devis are the 15 days of the lunar cycle. So there are 16 actually, 16 days of the lunar cycle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, up to 14, then Paurnami and Amavasya. So these are the 16 Nitya Devis. Each day has a Devi. So these Nitya Devis, one of them, the 14th day Devi is called Jwala Malini. So the 14th day Devi is called Jwala Malini. So what she is saying here is Jwala Malini Kakshipta, created by Vanhi Prakara. Vanhi Prakara, Vanhi is fire, Prakara means border, and she is standing in the middle. So she is standing in the middle of a fortress which has a wall of fire. And who created this? Jwala Malini created this. Right? Two interesting things that we need to understand. She stands in the middle of fire. Fire symbolizes transformation. Fire symbolizes change. Fire symbolizes activity. All of these are happening around her. She is at the center, unaffected by this. That is one meaning. The other, fire also indicates light. And therefore, that light that surrounds her, you approach her in any direction, there is light of knowledge that dispels ignorance. So, Jwala Malini Kakshipta Vanhi Prakara Madhyaga. Then, next we go. So, in the first part, we saw her Varnana. Then the second part, we saw where she lived. The third part, we are starting to see what she is going to do. So, what is she going to do? So, she has started, okay, she has got onto the chariot. She has got her ministers accompanying her. She is all ready to go and start fighting. Bhanda Sainya Vadhotyukta Shakti Vikrama Harshita. So, Bhanda Sainya. So, for killing the Sena of Bhandasura, this killing the army of Bhandasura, she is so happy to see that she has surrounded herself with a huge army which is ready to kill the army of Bhandasura. What is the army of Bhandasura? The Bhandasura's army is nothing but the sense object identification that we are sitting with. So when we sit with this sense identification, when we say, I am satisfied by, I have, I am, I feel happy with, right? All these I am happy with, I am satisfied by, all this happens because of duality. I and something else, me, mine, right? The moment we say she is ready to kill all that, she is ready to transcend, she is ready to help us to transcend this duality that we have, because of which we are unable to reach her. Then Nitya Parakramaatopa Nirikshana Samutsuka. So now Nitya Devis have come. So all the Shaktis are there. They are all ready. She is very happy to see that her armies are over there, which means that she is ready to help us overcome our duality. And then the Nitya Parakramaatopa Nirikshana Samutsuka. So Nitya, the Nitya Devis indicate the flow of time, right? Because they are all tithis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Every day, one new Nitya means one new day, one new time is elapsing. So what have the Nitya Devis doing? The Nitya Devis, they are moving around, and they are, the Nityas are going around and showing their valor. They are showing their parakrama. They are showing their parakrama. Now, two things that we have to understand. The Nitya word also means eternal. So one sense is that time is eternal, but time is in Sanatana Dharma, time is not eternal. Time is only a construct that we have created because of our limitation from the aham, from the ego. If I do not get limited by my body, mind, intellect construct, then I have no time. Time does not therefore affect me. So Nitya Parakramaatopa Nirikshana Samutsuka can mean that the eternal that we are. It is continuously, once that progress starts happening, then even in the apparent movement of time, we are continuously going to grow. We are continuously going to grow. And that is what she feels happy about. Samutsuka, she feels happy about that. So she feels that she's ready, and she's very happy that we are going and reaching her. There is this beautiful song, I think I must have mentioned it somewhere. There is this beautiful song by a very famous Bengali saint who used to write on Kali. So these songs are called Shyama Sangeet, Shyama being the name of Kali. She is dark in color, Shyama Varna. So therefore she is called Shyama. So these Shyama Sangeet, one of them, it says that she stands on the terrace and flies kites. Multiple kites are being flying, she's flying. And then one kite manages to get loose and floats away. And she finds it so joyous, and she jumps and sounds and shouts for joy. So it is that every time there is one who gets free from her own bondage that she herself creates, she is the one who rejoices the most. It's such a beautiful feeling that is being expressed over there. So Nitya Parakramaatopa Nirikshana. Nirikshana means to be going around observing. Samutsuka. Now, the first time, one of my favorite forms that she has is going to manifest. Bhanda Putra Vadhodyukta Bala Vikramanandita. So here is the first time Bala is being mentioned. Bala is the 9-year-old form of Devi, right? She is so Lalita is there, and her 9-year-old daughter also manifests over there. So now the 9-year-old daughter, she comes and she says, I also want to go and fight. I also want to go and fight. Now everybody is, so Mantrini and Dandini, they come and say, no, you are such a small child, so you don't have to go and fight. So she says, no, but I have to go. So the mother says, okay, let her go. And she goes there and she kills all the Bhandasura's sons, the children of Bhandasura. What is the children of Bhandasura? What is the son of identification? What is the result of identification? The result of identification is bondage, isn't it? So identification is Bhandasura. The sons of identification is bondage. The result of she kills that bondage. Bhandasura Vadodyukta Bala Vikrama Nandita. So now the mother is looking at the child killing all the sons of Bhandasura, and she is very happy. Nandita, she is very happy. So she says, my child has gone and done whatever is supposed to do. Then Mantrinyamba Virachita Vishanga Vadatoshita Toshanam, to be satisfied. Vishanga. Bhandasura has two brothers. Bhandasura has two brothers, Vishanga and Vishukra. These symbolize our desire and anger. Desire and anger. As long as I am identified with my body, mind, and intellect, I cannot get rid of these two. Kamo Karashita Manyura Karashita Narayana Yanamaha is the mantra that is supposed to be chanted by us before we change our the thread. What is this? Kamo Karashit. Desire has led me to do something which is wrong. Manyura Karashit. Manyura Karashit. Anger has led me to do something which is very wrong. Anger and desire, anger and desire, anger and desire. Kama Krodha, Kama Krodha, Kama Krodha. Vishanga Vishukra, Vishanga Vishukra. Who kills them? Mantrini Dandini, Mantrini Dandini. So now we have the formula to get rid of her, get rid of anger and desire. What is it? Surrender. Surrender to Mantrini and Dandini, Shyamala and Varahi. These are the forms that are utilized by the devotee to go ahead and help himself in overcoming his anger and his desire. So this is where we have finished with today's chanting. Now I would like you to start the chanting once more so that we can finish the correction. We have a little bit of time, so we can start to do that once more.
From 24 onwards?
Yes, 24 onwards.
Okay. Devarshi Gana Sanghata Stuyamanatma Vaibhava Bhandasura Vadodyukta Shakti Sena Samanvita.
It was in one shokla. So sorry, were you reciting, Priya?
Yes,
I
yes.
couldn't hear. Okay, I couldn't hear. That's why I started talking.
I started reciting, no?
Yeah. Go ahead. Start.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sampatkari Samarudha Sindura Vraja Sevita Ashvarudha Dishtitashva.
Yes.
Ashvarudha Dishtitashva Koti Koti Biravruta Chakra Raja Ratharudha Sarvayudha Parikshkruta Geya Chakra Ratharudha Mantrini Parisevita Kiri Chakra Ratharudha Dandanatha Puraskruta Jwala Malini Kakshipta Vanhi Prakara Madhyaga Bhanda Sainya Vadhodyukta Shakti Vikramaharshita Nitya Parakrama Nirekshana Samutsuka Nirekshana Samutsuka Bandaputra Vadhodyukta Bala Vikramanandita Mantrin Yamba Virachita Mantrin Yamba Virachita Vishanga Vadatoshita.
Okay. Now, quick feedback. 3 people have sent their homework, and all 3 small things that you have to be very careful. For example, Meena ji, firstly, most important 2 things. Akar. Akar ko khaiye mat.
Okay, sir.
आकार को खाइए मत. आप बहुत जगह में आकार को खा जाते हैं. श्री कृष्ण भगवान श्री कृष्ण 10वें चैप्टर में बोलते हैं कि शब्दों में मैं अ हूं. तो शब्दों में मैं अ हूं, तो आप भगवान को खा मत जाइए. जैसे आप बोलते हैं स्मित मुखीम नहीं, स्मिता मुखीम. तो जहां जहां वो अकार है बहुत केयरफुली वो पढ़िए, उसको अकार को ठीक करिए। दूसरा आपका कभी कभी श और स के अंदर में इंटरचेंज हो जाता है, वो थोड़ा सा केयरफुल रहिए। The second was Ashwini. Ashwini ji, the E car and the I car, the small e and the big e. You have to be careful with the matras. Similarly, with the small u and the big u, you have to be very clear. So, for example, today we looked at a word nirikshana. Now, nirikshana is the correct pronunciation. If we say nirikshana, it may actually, while there is no word like that, but if otherwise, there are chances that the meaning of the word can change. So that is one thing we have to be careful. For Priyaji, you have to, it's a struggle, I know, but you will have to get a little bit careful with the mother tongue influence. So the ta, tha, ba, bha, these are, the bha becomes ba, the tha becomes ta, especially when you are going in a flow. So that you have to be careful with that. You also have to be careful a little bit with the dha. So the dha becomes dha in sometimes with you. So you have to be careful with that. Otherwise, I think the chanting was good, but I think all of you were reading, and that was evident. It has to be practiced again and again and again. And we are just at 25. We have to go up to 180, right? So and we need to get the whole of it by heart. So the only way you can do it is continuously progress, and it takes 25 shlokas will take you only possibly 5 to 7 minutes, but do it at least one time a day, at least one time a day. And or rather I would say do it twice a day. Once you do it with the book, second time you do it without the book.
I'm doing that, Anna, now. I started doing it since the last 2-3 days now.
Okay.
Every evening I have a time, like 6:30 onwards till 7 o'clock is chanting of Lalita.
Okay.
And now I'm getting it a little bit by heart.
Okay,
Not 100%, but slowly getting it there.
Okay. So good.
Anna, I have not been able to send anything. I'll do it sometime this week. Really sorry, but I'm really not able to. Even now, I'm outside, but I'm able to talk this, and I don't have the book, but I think I can refer to your notes, what you have sent, and maybe recite today. And my question was, I think it was in that Vani or something, you were talking about the body consciousness and how one can, when the bhokta and karta and bhoktas, how one can get out of it. Could you please explain it a little more?
So what we were saying over there is basically, if you, the shloka says, Jwala Malini Kakshipta Vanhi Prakara Madhyaga. Now, Jwala Malini, number one, Jwala Malini is a Devi. She is the Nitya Devi of the 14th day. So any time you have the 14th day, that day the Devi of that day is called Jwala Malini. And she has created a fortress of fire. Vanhi Prakara Madhyaga. She and Devi Lalita is sitting in the middle of that. Now, there are two things that we have to understand. What is fire? Fire is transformation. Fire is change. Fire burns things. So when you are approaching and you look at her, she is surrounded by change. She is surrounded by transformation. She is surrounded by continuous change, which she only is initiating. Jwalamalini is nothing but a form of Devi, but she herself is unaffected, which basically indicates that the self, is unchanging. It is avyaya. In Gita, we say that, right? We have seen the word avyaya, unchanging, nitya, avyapta, sarvavyapi, avyakta. So she represents that. That is one meaning. The other is that fire also indicates light. Fire indicates that transformation in the positive sense of growing. So when you approach her, the fire of knowledge burns away our ignorance. And once that knowledge burns away that ignorance, only then can the self be approached. So when you have to go to her, you have to jump across that wall of fire, which means that your ignorance has to be burned. If we are living in ignorance, if we are living in tama, if we are living in the darkness, then we cannot the light cannot be, we cannot transcend the light and go into her. But if we have to drive ourselves, we have to cross that light, which means we have to acquire the knowledge. So that is the meaning of that particular shloka.
No, the bhokta, karta bhokta part.
The karta bhokta, I think, came somewhere else. That was where we were looking at. So that, see, as long as we have the number one, we have to understand, we have body, mind, intellect identification. What is body identification? You look at yourself in the mirror and you say that I am this. Now, you don't see yourself every day. Despite the fact that you don't see yourself every minute of the time, the moment you see yourself in a mirror, you are immediately able to identify, this is me. How does that happen? Somebody who has never seen a mirror for many years, he has been doing some tapasya or whatever, and then you suddenly show him a mirror, oh, ye dadi bahut bada ho gaya hai. How did he know he has the dadi? How did he know that dadi wala is him? That identification with the body, number one. Number two, I am angry, I am happy, I am sad. All of these are I am, right? I am, other than the fact that I am, and therefore you condition it, and therefore you have an emotional identification. And the third is the intellectual identification, the identification with certain thoughts. Now, the moment, as long as we have these identifications, then we are still with the ego sense. And when, as long as there is ego sense, there is karta bhava. I am doing. I am doing. Now, I am doing leads to what? It leads to karma phala. How do we get rid of karma phala? Karma phala can be got rid of by disidentifying with these. How do we get disidentification from body, mind, intellect? It is by surrender. Surrender does what? So look at the form of Varahi. She stands with a dand. She has a form which is called a dand. It is a stick. Danda also means karma phala. Danda also means, yeah. So when we say yama danda, it is karma phala. She removes the fear of karma phala. Now, how does she remove the fear of karma phala? She removes the fear of karma phala by removing the identification from the body, mind, intellect that we have. Only then can we stop becoming a bhokta. Only then can we stop suffering the fruits of our actions. Because inaction is impossible. Bhagavad Gita also tells us that, right? When I say, I am sitting, I am doing nothing, I am doing. Even the word says, I am doing. What are you doing? Nothing. Nothing is the thing that you are doing. Even that is doing. I am sitting, I am sleeping. All are verbs. As long as we have a physical body, the activity is impossible. Inactivity is impossible. Today in chapter 4, we will study that also. So inactivity is impossible. But identifying with that activity is something that we can get rid of. Me, mine, me, mine, me, mine. Aham mama, aham mama. As long as that aham mama remains, then karta evam bhokta bhavati. If you are the karta, you will have to get the bhokta. But the moment that karta bhava goes away, then you are free from karma phala. I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, I think over here.
Okay. Now,
thank you.
Now we move on to the Mahishasura Mardini Stotram, verse number 3.
I may have to leave now.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Ai Jagadam. Yes, please.
Sorry, I will not be able to come for the next class also.
And that's okay. Yeah. The video will reach you.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Thank you.
Ai Jagadamba Madamba Kadamba Vanapriyavasini Hasarate Shikhara Shiromadi Tunga Himalaya Sringa Nijalaya Madhyagate Madhu Madhure Madhu Kaitaba Bhanjini Rasarate Jaya Jaya He Mahishasura Mardini Ramyaka Partini Shaila Sute. The first line, I means Divine Mother. Next, Jagadamba. O Divine Mother, you are the mother of the universe. and Mad Amba, mother, mine, and you are also my mother, my mother. So I am not very impersonal. You may be the mother, you may be the universal mother, but you are also my mother. I own you. I have that relationship of a son with you. So that is Aija Kadamba Madamba. Now Kadamba, we have seen already the Kadamba tree, Vanapriya Vasini. So he lives in the forest. So here the word is Kadamba Vanapriya Vasini. She lives in the forest of Kadamba Vana. We saw that in the Nagarnai Varnan of Lalita, where we are told that there is a Kadamba Vana over there. Hasarate, Hasa means to be laughing. Rata means to be delighting in, fond of. So she is fond of laughter. When she is fond of laughter means she is the form of Ananda. Ananda leads to laughter. So Ananda is not Sukha. Sukha is pleasure. Ananda is bliss. So Aija Kadamba Madamba Kadamba Vanapriya Vasini Hasarate Shikhari. Shikhara means peak. Shikhari, on the peak. Shikhari, Shiromani. The Shiromani is the jewel that used to be worn here, right? Shikhamani, it is also called. It is called Shiromani. When Hanuman goes to the Ashokavan and meets Sita, and he says, then, Mother, I have given you the ring of the Lord. And when he will ask, give me proof that you have met my wife, what will I give? So then she takes out from her pallu one jewel that she had kept with her, and that was the crest jewel. It is called the Shiromani. And that Shiromani he took it back with him back to his to Sri Ram. So that is another description we have seen over there. So that is Shiromani. Shikhari Shiromani. So the crest jewel of all the peaks. Which one? Tunga Himalaya, the high Himalaya peaks. So of all the peaks, the highest ones are the Himalayas. In Bhagavad Gita chapter 10, he says, of those of the mountains, I am Himalayas. So in that, Sringa, in the highest point of that, Nija, own, Alaya, stays, Madhyagate, in the middle of that. So she stays in the highest peaks of the Himalayas, in the middle of the highest peak of the Himalayas. Again, if you look at Nagar Varnan in Sri Lalita, we have already seen that she stays in the highest peak of the Sumeru. So that also is a reflection of here. Then Madhu Madhure. Madhu Madhure. So Madhu Madhura means sweeter than sweet honey. Double times they have used that. The poet has used here double time. So therefore indicating that it is sweeter than honey. Madhure Madhure. Madhukaitava Bhanjini. This is a very interesting story where in the Devi Mahatmyam, Saptashati chapter 1, there is a description that Bhagavan Shri Vishnu was sleeping in Yoga Nidra. Devi had overcome him through Yoga Nidra. So she was in the form of Yoga Nidra and she had pervaded his entire body. Hence he was sleeping. While he was sleeping, from the dirt of his ears, two Rakshasas or two evil beings originated. And these two are called Madhu and Kaitava. And they started looking around and they saw that somebody sitting on a lotus. He has 4 faces. They started calling him down and saying, fight with me, fight with me. Now Brahma got very scared and he tried to wake up Vishnu. Vishnu would not wake up. Then Brahma realized that she is Devi in the form of Yoga Nidra had pervaded Vishnu, and therefore Vishnu would not wake up as long as Yoga Nidra was present in him. So he then sings a praise. He sings a song of praise. In chapter 1, we can see this. And immediately she manifests, she removes herself from the body of Sri Mahavishnu, and Mahavishnu can wake up. While this fight is going on, Madhu and Kaitava, they take turns to fight. Vishnu has to fight on his own. So Vishnu started getting tired. So she energizes Vishnu, and she also created a delusion whereby Madhu and Kaitava wanted to show off in her presence, and therefore they offered to Vishnu, we will give you anything that you ask for. Vishnu said, fine, I want you to come and surrender to me so that I can kill you. Now, this delusion was also caused by her. Hence, here we say Madhu Kaitava Bhanjini. Kaitava Bhanjini, again repetition, mainly poetic. So Kaitava Bhanjini too is to break. So she did not kill Madhu Kaitava, but she caused their deaths. So Madhu Kaitava Bhanjini, Rasa Rate. She delights in the uproar of or the noise of warfare. So she is very fond of Rata. She is fond of Rasa. Rasa here can have two meanings. Rasa is the Rasa that was played by Krishna. And here in this context, however, the word Rasa means that the fighting that is going to happen is also happening. She is very fond of that. Remember, the fighting that she is fond of is the fight between the ego and the self and the non-self. That is the fight that she enjoys. Jaya Jaya He Mahishasuramardini Ramyakapartini Shailasute. So that is the meaning of the third shloka, right? This also, I think the recitation of this is yet to be done. So please.
No, I think I did it and I sent it last.
Okay, so
but,
I think I haven't heard.
But I think I'll tell you, somewhere in between I have stopped. Means I could make out that I had to repeat that 2 times. That Kaita Babanjini, Kaita Babanjini.
Yes.
In this, what I have the lyrics, it was only 1 time. So I got confused when I.
Okay.
So somewhere
so
like that.
Do you want to try once?
I Jagadamba Madamba Kadamba Vanapriyavasini Hasarate Shikari Siromani Tunga Himalaya Shrunga Nijalaya Madhyagate Madhu Madhure Madhu Kaita Babanjini Rasarate Jaya Jaya He Mahishasuramardini Ramyagapartini Shailasute.
Very nice. So that's the end of our class today. So let us do the Shanti. Sorry, others, anybody has any other questions, any doubts, anything to ask? Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
Happy Mahashivratri to all of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.